If you've watched my other videos, then you would have seen Tisbury's amazing ancient yew, which was dated to be between 2 to 4,000 years old. Well, we're back in Tisbury today to look at another jewel in its crown, which is the 14th century tithe barn. Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we will take a look at 14th century tithe barn, which can be found at Place Farm in Tisbury, Wiltshire in England. In recent years it's been extensively restored by its owners and it's open to the public as a beautiful art centre and gallery. If you walk around though, you will see artefacts like this, which are little throwbacks to the farm's history. Tisbury's connection to Shaftesbury Abbey goes back as far as the 10th century. During this time, Shaftesbury Abbey erected lots of buildings, one of which was the tithe barn. Now before we take a look at the barn in more detail, remember if you're enjoying my videos to press the like, share and subscribe buttons, and if you're already subscribed then hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. The barn is 200 foot long and is reputed to be the largest barn in England. It is also reputed to have the largest thatched roof in England. The roof was originally tiled. At some point in history, it was changed to thatch. It was rethatched in 1971. In doing so, used 13,000 bundles of reed weighing over 250 tonnes. Let's just take a few moments to look at the outside of the building. The barn is made from rubble stone and dressed limestone. Here you can see the chisel marks left by the mason using his bolster chisel. If you look around the building, and lots of old buildings, you'll see these small square holes. These are called Putlog Holes. These holes are made so that poles can be inserted to support scaffolding if needed. Sometimes they are left open, sometimes they are filled, normally with a soft lime mortar, so it can be easily removed if required. As the name suggests, the word putlog simply means somewhere you can put a log, i.e. the pole for the scaffolding. Now let's go inside. We'll take a look at the fantastic exposed wooden beams of the roof and some really interesting carvings on the stone walls, believed to ward off evil spirits. In the recent restoration, the floor was relaid with wooden boards to create a smooth surface for both visitors and art displays. Here is a section of flooring covered with glass, so you can see the original stone flooring. This tithe barn is believed to be the largest barn in England, covering 1/3 of an acre in floor space. Although it's the largest barn in England, it's not the longest barn in England, although it is 200 feet in length and is divided into 13 bays. Although I imagine the construction is very different, I can't help but think of the inside of an upside-down boat when looking at this roof space. The wooden beams you can see are made from English oak. They've been repaired and replaced over the centuries. The most recent restoration used oak from the local Fonthill estate, who are the owners of this barn. I will be doing a video about Fonthill in the future, so keep a lookout for that. It has a fascinating history. Here you can see an inscription made by a tradesman after some repair and restoration work in 1745. Now let's take a look at the interior of the walls. Something quite fascinating here are these carved patterns in the surface of the stone. They are called Apotropaic marks, or witch marks. They were made by people who believed they would keep out the evil spirits from spoiling the produce that was stored here in medieval times. People believed that evil spirits could enter by any opening that air could enter, so these would quite often be found by windows or doors. There are many types of apotropaic marks. The ones here mostly appear to be the daisy wheel pattern, which could easily be inscribed by a compass. People believed that the evil spirits would get caught or lost within the complexity of the pattern. The word apotropaic, which I'm having some difficulty in pronouncing, comes from the Greek word apotropaios, which, when translated, roughly means to turn away evil. So we've had a nice little look around the inside of this tithe barn. What we'll do now is we'll go back outside and we'll take a look at the opposite side of the barn. The reason for the thin arrow-slit windows is to reduce the amount of sunlight that goes into the barn. This in turn helps prevent the seeds and produce that's stored here from germinating. So we know this is a tithe barn, but in case you're wondering, what is a tithe? Well, a tithe is a 1/10 payment of your income, which would be paid to either government or a religious organisation. In this case, it was to Shaftesbury Abbey. In the past, you could pay this tithe in full or part with agricultural product. That tithe would then be stored here in the tithe barn. Well, that brings me to the end of my video, so thank you very much for watching. As I said before, if you enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see a little bit more of the gallery, then I'll put a link in the description down below and you can go to their website and have a good old look. Until next time, take care.